And our home team. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Yo, go, go.
Here we go.
Dude.
On first down, Swift. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the run.
5.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first and 10, Lawrence.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Second and 3. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Barber on first and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now a give right side. Swift. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
61, matchbox lights.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Bang, 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 bang. Hey.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Lead driven.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. McNair is going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. McNair. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
218, chopper. You better bring it. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion with just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 14. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Tackles. Tackles. Hey, no, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Blue down. Blue down.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with Barber. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Barber. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Barber. Again, Barber loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, Benjamin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And it's a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Ready? 70, Indy, 5.
Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike 38, Mike 38.
Be crib.
On third down, Lawrence. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Mark 38, Mark 38. Who that? Watch the safety creep.
Hey, Charlie. Get.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Lions will take over. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Undercrush.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
60 Pittsburgh.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Pilot, 64.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On third down, Swift, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Under 10. Check 3. 36.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. McNair. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check 52. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Cue, let go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
From the gun, here's McNair. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Tight go.
On second down, McNair is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 79 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it. And coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, here's Love. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Here's Love again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Go.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Go.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. He may try and run for this. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Let's get it. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike, 50.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
Deep grip.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So Mike's number 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Screen. Pass. Check through. Watch it. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, pick your game up. Switch. Check. Lucky. Kill. Check 3. Set up. So Mike's number 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put him on the buses.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Watch the run. Alert 3. Hatches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 99. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. The trot, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to put it on. Six guys. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's go. Come on. Check. Fresno.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Back to throw. Lawrence going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Back to throw. Lawrence. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
61, matchbox, right. And Alpha. First and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready?
On second down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Check out. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bomber.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. The ball comes out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5. Throwing right, and that's complete. And I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw, and he's going to let it go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Back to throw. Edwards. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Kill.
On 4th down, McNair. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. 18, Gator.
The Redskins take over
53.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check, 53's mine.
Mine.
Let's go.
Go.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Get it.
To throw again. Lawrence steps away. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
High 7.
We got to step it up.
Yes.
53.
Shoot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered in the end zone. No time on the clock. So it's a late touchdown and certainly a bizarre ending to this game. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.